That was beautiful. You mentioned that the second annex in 1965 had a bathroom.
No, second annex the first annex had a bathroom finally in 1968.
Yeah, it's the word finally I'm kind of stuck on. What was happening before then? Seriously. I'd like to read two poems. I'll ask you later. The first one is called Lineage, for my children. So many voices there vie for the voice. Crowds sound with the white pressure of their silences. See in the tall rooms just over. They're filling again with mirrors, armchairs my own, as if driven enumerations. The moon there's the length of a line. The vase with its ragged red dahlias, another. Trace forwards. For only there eventually might issue, might emerge, not as entities, but as the breath's very imprint, inflection, as the still moving rumors of the otherwise obliterated. Ivory, off-white, nacre, I read them in negative, move at their restless extremity forwards. Press. They press me to say latch, shutter, the jade ladders the angled slats make, once fastened against the sea. Ask that their silences finally be stilled, muted, the sustained bar of the unexpiated, edged. Terminalis. This side of speech, the awnings stiffen. The charged barges running before the open breakwaters set sail. Our signs, emblems, are what there is as offering, barter, as the small, uttered tokens of some momentary placation. Stray figures, figments of smoke, their muslins, their bleached lines wreathed, turbaned in smoke. We survive them, but scarcely. Haul sound, the tiny shreds of its sustenance, forwards, as if language were merely language's edge, its slight, still to be acquitted segment. Move, they're moving now, through knuckles, wrists, the itinerant sisters, sporadic brides, move, they're moving me to say jonquille, urchin, kelp, to feed them on the small saline scraps of the water's reflections, figures from the far side, even their bracelets, loose hoops of smoke, the oscillum quavers, the air's curtain runs taut. Tell them that the wind's glowing, that the prawns this summer abound, that now towards dusk the pines are billowing from under. Tell them we'd forgot, that we'd remembered, that the breath, our breath's vessel, hadn't rusted, that one by one the scattered lights of the low offshore islands, the estuaries, turn on. And this poem is written in white in exegesis, which as far as we know are the last words, Gustaf Sobin's. Only written in white would the world at last become legible, with words, that is, that hadn't yet undergone attribution, relegation, resolute fixity, as if enveloped still in the albumen of some initial intent. Pre-iconic, there in that suspended interval before the features, bit by bit, came to conflate, came to alight, so doing, in discrete identities. But a blush, at first, of luminous particles flooding the pores, a glow premonitory that no reflection could catch nor zeitgeist appropriate. For we always enter our own histories an instant after they've transpired, are always, that is, an instant in default. More like the memory of a garden that, for all its splendor, could neither be recalled nor entirely forgotten. Was why the tendons thrashed as they did, why the bodies, arched convulsive like so much Baroque statuary, attempted to break free from the fatality of such unremitting sequence, seeking, as they did, a breach in the midst of that remorseless mechanism, a lapsus at the galactic heart of light. Wasn't it that, just that you'd fall through? For the foam's sake, wrap yourself in the spume of so many pre-articulated particles, neither yours nor another's, but the wedged ebullience of emerging out of such mutually enacted annulments, wherein, in those opaque mirrors, might awaken, glean from each other's released breath the first unbidden syllables of that blanched alphabet.